The race today still attracts, I think, even more excitement than it did when we, joined, became partners with Procam and Standard Chartered 8 years ago. It was actually the first flirtation that TCS had with marathon racing, and we've really built it up in different parts of the world since then. But in some ways, the Mumbai Marathon is our first love, because this is all where the adventure started, with Chandra leading the way, our CEO personally, in terms of running. So in the last 8 years, I think about 14,000 TCSers have run in the Mumbai Marathon, which I think is brilliant. And even this year, we have close to 500 employees running just the full and the half, and another over 1,000 running the Dream Run. Our hashtag for the event is Fit for Life, which is a big slogan and an initiative we've been running across TCSers and their families and friends for the past 5 years. And it's really an incentive for people to take up any kind of sport activity, running, swimming, jogging, to stay fit for life. And occasions like the Mumbai Marathon really help drive this message home through active participation and all the wonderful events that go through with it. So I just want to thank all Procam and all the other partners for putting up such a great show, which I think, other than the odd cricket match, is definitely the biggest sporting spectacle that India sees every year. So thank you once again. But I think it's 15 million kilometers. 15 million kilometers, ladies and gentlemen. And that's just the TCS family across, which is clocking this. And like Pradipto said, their family, 15 million kilometers. So whatever you clock is logged, whether you cycle, run or swim, is logged in. I think that's absolutely phenomenal, Pradipto, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, and we actually encourage people to do it in teams, and the best teams get awards at the end of the year. And so it's not about just individuals, and it's about learning how to work within a team and really do your best.
Thank you. John, you've seen this event evolve.
I said I'll join TCS and I'll apply for the bonus part. I'll keep running so I can keep getting the bonus. That's the best part. Sorry.
John, you've had a bird's eye view in many ways, and that's been your privilege, as the face of this event, as its ambassador for fitness and charity and everything. You've had a bird's eye view, and that gives you a very different perspective. You all have a perspective in life, but you, I have seen, have a very different perspective, and especially to this event. What does it really mean when somebody says Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon? What does it really mean?
Well, having a bird's eye view is one thing, but when you look at it from the inside, I must give credit to Anil and you for actually having envisioned something like this. So congratulations, Anil. He's a jolly man, but he's got the brains of a visionary, and I think you guys have put together something that's truly spectacular. You've also put together something where I think 14 or 15 years ago, we would have said, not possible. The city is not going to run, the country is not going to run. And today we are sitting here with all of us on this podium, fantastic partners, fantastic people, everyone on this podium. So I think we've gone a long way. And most importantly, you've seen a side of this country that's actually going out there and running. So I think what we've all achieved, everyone sitting here, is two things. One is getting fit, and the other is running for a cause. And it's fantastic. This is a great platform for all of us. So I thank each one of you actually on this podium for even giving me an opportunity to be sitting here and being the face of this marathon.
John, you've been more than just a face. Your personal investment in sport is phenomenal. And I know personally that how much that has hurt in many ways. Yet you've not shied away. You've taken the right step forward. So there are very few sportsmen today, very few actors today who can actually cross across to another genre like sport and put their money where their mouth is, put their entire thing. I think that's absolutely phenomenal, John. So really a big round of applause to you. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, from ISL, whether it's ISL, whether it's the Wave Riders and hockey, John has really come out and been there for sport. And I think that's something no one can ever take away from him. John, absolutely fabulous. Adil, you've been there with us since the inception in various capacities. I think today, if I may be bold, the SCMM is the largest showcase of athletics, you know, for AFI, for India, for Asia. It is the most prestigious and richest marathon in Asia. You have also the privilege of being a sprinter, an athlete, an Olympian yourself. So that's a wonderful actually hat to wear, because very few administrators of Indian sport have actually spilled their blood and guts on a field before they take the chair. And I think, Adil, you have done that. You have spilled your blood and guts, and now you've taken the chair. What does this mean to you when you see thousands and thousands of people lacing up their shoes, taking to the road to run? From a simple sporting perspective, as a sportsman first, what does this mean to you?
This is absolutely fantastic, because, I mean, 15 years ago, if you asked me marathon, I would say, yeah, you don't talk about 100, 200, 400. I'd look at that race. Who's going to come and watch a marathon? Who's going to get involved in marathon? But today, I think it's become a movement, and it's not only a movement, it's a celebration of a whole city. And I think that's more important to me, because that's where a sporting culture gets built. And if a sporting culture gets built, then more people will come into sport, and the more people come into sport, we'll have more winners. So for me, it's a whole, it's at a different level. 15 years ago, I don't think there were 3 or 4 or 5 runs, big runs in the country. Today, there are over 300 small and big runs in the country that are registered on the website. There are so many others that happen, but 300 are registered on the website. So it's a whole movement, and can't be better for us. 3 people qualified last year, 3 male, 3 female qualified for the marathon last year. You put up an academy in Bhopal. I think we will soon start seeing results of that. And I'm very happy, because somebody is working on talent, and somebody is helping us to support that talent. And my aim is to get us an Olympic medal, which we haven't got so far. So if that helps towards what I want to achieve as the president of the Athletics Federation, then nothing better for me. So I'm very happy. It's all a win-win for me as far as I'm concerned. So.
No, I think it's great, Adil, because not only just that, but thanks to you, we also have a voice on the IAAF Council. India can no longer be forgotten about, because we have a long way to go to prove our athletic prowess. I know that. But thanks to you, we have a voice now in the IAAF Council, a voice that they cannot ignore. And I remember Lord Sebastian Coe, when one of his first official visits as president of IAAF was to India. Now there are 200, and Adil will tell you, there are over 200 federations registered with the IAAF. And he chose India.